Hello, my name is Lexi, and I'm here today as the education consultant to talk to you all about the current teacher evaluation system that is in place, as well as some alterations for you all to consider. As we can all agree, teachers are so impactful towards our students' education, and it is in our students' best interest to help our teachers grow to become more and more impactful towards our students' learning needs. As such, we should have an accurate and fair way to evaluate our teachers that allows them to better provide for our students' learning. The current evaluation system includes a grading scale where 40% of each teacher's accountability score was based on their own principal's evaluation, 30% was based on personal observation by a master teacher from outside the district, and the other 30% was based on student test scores standardized tests throughout the year. The system has some strengths and flaws I will address, as well as some adjustments to correct these flaws. The first major flaw of the system is personal bias from the principal. Several teachers that I have talked to within our school district expressed that the current grading scale is too subjective. Since the principal's portion of the rating is scaled at the highest of 40%, it will have the highest impact. I would argue that this isn't fair since the principal may not even have expertise in the subject field they are evaluating, making it difficult to know exactly what to look for when observing. Another side of this is that the principal works within the same system as the teachers, and as such has a history, either good or bad, with each of them, which will have a huge impact on the authenticity of their review. The observation by an outside master teacher is a strength, as they will most likely not have personal bias towards those they are observing. It seems that the scoring provided by the principal has a major contribution to the shortcomings of the school district in measuring the actual performance of the teachers. As a correction to the flaws of the principal's possible bias, I would recommend removing them from the scoring system, and in their place, the master teacher would be the primary observer. This allows the teachers to be observed by someone who has expertise in the areas being taught, which is something the principal isn't guaranteed to provide. This observer would also be from a different district, which eliminates any personal knowledge or formed relationships that would reflect on the teacher's score. Since the ability to measure actual performance should be related to standards set, I think the distribution of the weight of scores also needs to be addressed. The current ranking spread of 30%, 40%, 30%, 30% should instead be changed to 50%, 25%, 25% scoring system. The primary 50% of teachers' scores should be based on standardized testing, where points are not allotted based on cumulative class score, but are given on overall average growth by comparing the class scores on a pretest to those scores given at the end of the school year. This is a fair way to evaluate teachers' abilities to help students learn and grow that isn't dependent on where they began or what their primary language is. The master teacher observations would make up 25% of the scoring, and the final 25% would be based on a newly implemented student and parent evaluation survey. This is a piece of information that I felt was missing from the previous grading system, since the students witnessed their teacher's ability to assist their learning on a first-hand, day-to-day basis, and the parents are observing their students grow throughout the year and periodically meeting with the teachers. This data collected by these surveys is most significant since it can provide direct feedback straight from the source. I would also like to touch on the effectiveness of having the observers grade on a 1 through 5 scale. This qualitative measurement does not provide advice or feedback to those being evaluated. Instead, I would recommend focusing on giving teachers quality feedback by rating them through a scale of qualitative levels starting at level 1, needs improvement, level 2, developing, level 3, proficient, level 4, exemplary, and level 5, distinguished. The instructors would receive a level with specific feedback and advice in the following areas: classroom management, instructional techniques, student engagement, as well as assessment and feedback. I would also have the observers schedule a post-evaluation conference that the principal can attend to ask the teachers questions, provide feedback, and offer advice to help the teachers advance their teaching abilities. Because the state can't control the accuracy of evaluations done by the principal, I think it is in their best interest to focus the principal's time towards holding the post-conference instead. This way, the principal can hear what the observers are finding and help discuss and construct individual plans of improvement for each of their teachers. This allows for the principal's main concern to be focused on assisting their team of teachers towards development. With this new evaluation system, we can invest in the growth of our teachers, which will in turn better the results of learning for our students.